If you're thinking about making a move to Columbus, Ohio, this video is for you. There's so much negativity going around, and a lot of my clients have been saying, "Hey, Gagan, I love your videos," but some of them do tend to have a little bit of a negative hook. And I thought to myself, in the spirit of positivity and just trying to be a better person, let's talk about the top 5 reasons why you absolutely should move to Columbus, Ohio, and why it might be the perfect place for you and your family to make it your resting ground. One of the biggest things that all of our clients tell us, especially in Columbus, is the job market is absolutely growing. From 2023 to 2024, we've noticed a 2.5% increase in job opportunities. More specifically, fields like finance, tech, education, and infrastructure are all absolutely booming. And with companies like Amazon, Apple, Google, Intel all making this their home base, we're definitely noticing a booming economy. In fact, Amazon has spent over $1 billion creating infrastructure here to make this their centralized operation. And with a lot more of these massive companies obviously making this home, there's going to be a lot more employment opportunities that exist. And in turn, giving the economy itself the ability to fluctuate and grow. The other really cool thing that I personally love and admire is no one specific sector takes more than 18% of the total economic yield, meaning that out of all the sectors that exist, there's not one sector that has a massive monopoly. And here's why that's bad. If one specific sector, let's take tech for example, is the end-all be-all, and that's where the company and that's where the organization and that's where the state makes its money, what happens if tech goes bye-bye? What happens if government makes some kind of laws and regulations in specifically that one place and they go to a different state? Then we're screwed. So diversifications, specifically in job sector and economic yield, is a fantastic thing. And that's one of the pros. That's why I love the fact that we're still booming. A lot of people are still migrating here, meaning that as more people make this place their home, more and more companies look at it and say, oh my gosh, this is a fantastic place to call home. There's gonna be a better yield for you. And even though job growth has halted just a little bit year to year with only about 5,200 jobs being added, we still notice there's a ton of opportunities when it comes to still infrastructure that's being created. We're going to get into a different segment throughout the video where I talk about why I think this is the case, but before that, I'm not going to give you any spoilers. The second reason why a lot of people love Ohio and why they make it their home, specifically Columbus, is the fact that home prices are still decently priced. Combining with the job opportunities, the second reason why people make this place their home is because of, well, the money. Let me explain. We just helped a client of ours move here from Denver because they just got a job in tech. And Susan, the wife, was telling us, oh my gosh, there's so much more inventory here at such a lower price. You see, they were purchasing and looking in Denver before they got the job opportunity here around $600,000. That was nothing. Versus here, the opportunities that exist at that price point is so much more. In fact, the median price right now is only about $250,000. Kind of crazy. And in more specific secluded suburbs, it's only about $350,000. I say only as relatively as I can because places like Seattle, San Francisco, and Miami's only is around $800,000 to $900,000, a lot higher. In comparison, we have a lot lower cost when it comes to living here, and in turn, giving more people more options and availability to purchase their dream property. But that's not to say that we're not appreciating on those homes. The reason why investors love making Ohio Place their home is because we've still noticed a ton of appreciation when it comes to these properties. More specifically, compared to 2023, we've noticed a 5.9% appreciation in all the home values, especially now as all these massive companies traverse here and specifically make this their centralized location. We have more options of creating an economic boom because more and more infrastructural dollars are going to be involved in the economy, and in turn giving the city more opportunities to build better things. Specifically, Franklinton and German Village have noticed a lot of people making that migration there. And specifically in Reynoldsburg, we're noticing a ton of new build opportunities. In fact, I'm going to show you a new build sector that's just being built while I get there in my phone in 3, 2, 1, boom. Thank you, me. We are currently in Reynoldsburg in a new build community by M1 right off of East Broad Street. This is what the new build community looks like. There's that community center over there. Pool is being made. But I just wanted to show this through my phone, nothing crazy, but this is what the series of homes look like in person. And then I'll just show a street view as well, so we got a pretty good idea. Let's get to it. I don't want to waste any more time. I'll see you guys over there. Not just that, builder confidence is on the rise as well in Ohio, meaning that more and more builders feel more and more confident with developing properties here and making this their home operation as well. And I get it, the questions you're gonna ask, right, Gagan, why are so many people making that move here? What's going on? Let me tell you the third reason why I think Ohio is so phenomenal, and its centralized location. Let me explain. Ohio statistically is strategically located within a day's drive of 60% of the United States population, making it an excellent hub for travel and for business. Imagine that more and more companies make that move here, like Amazon, Google, Intel, right? And as they make that move here, they need more supplies, they need more utilities, all of these things. Truck drivers now have a job. Truck drivers now have the opportunity to make this their home base because of the lower home prices, and as such deliver great materials to companies that are building infrastructure left and right. But that's the other really cool thing, is its location is so centrally located that so many people get to make this their home. In fact, more specifically, I-70 and I-71 provides easy access for road travel. This central location is not only convenient for travel, but more specifically, it's super convenient in helping grow the economy and the job market. And I'm going to be a nerd here. The I-70 and I-71 corridor in downtown Columbus is one of the busiest and most vital sections of highways in the specific region. Apparently 150,000 vehicles and 17,000 trucks per day use it. Kind of crazy. But with so much operation actually existing in this one centralized location, we have to understand that some of the roads might be cracked. And this is understood by the government. In fact, we are currently on phase 6R, which is highlighted right there, which started construction in 2022 with the planned construction completion in 2025. The project's entire idea is to construct a new ramp and bridge from Mount Street onward westbound to I-70, making a ton of improvements. And then I'll post the actual article in the description below so you can take a look at it for yourself, but there's a lot of really cool things happening. If number one, the infrastructure starts to grow, and number two, more people make this their home, number three, there's a lot of centralized locations and all these companies making a move here, number four, the home prices are still low. It makes a fantastic opportunity. Coupled with the two other things that I'm going to share with you, this makes Ohio a fantastic place to live. One of the biggest concerns that parents have when making a move anywhere is the education and the factors of, hey, what are my kids going to get here, right? If you're a truck driver and you're driving all day long, the last thing that you want to worry about is what colleges are your sons and daughters going to, and really just how are they going to learn? Well, we have good news for you. The fourth thing that makes Ohio so fantastically amazing is number one, we have The Ohio State, which is ranked as a top 20 public university in the entire United States, but we also have a ton of lesser known colleges, like specifically the Columbus College of Art and Design. Not only does Columbus boast a ton of private education, but there's a lot of, well, public education as well. In fact, more specifically than not, healthcare is a massive facilitation in Columbus. Specifically speaking, Ohio Health and Mount Carmel Health Systems provide residents with top-notch medical care. What's really unique and really amazing in the juxtaposition is, number one, your kids or our kids are going to get educations here, and then number two, they're going to get the opportunities of employment here as well, thus increasing the economic yield for this specific location. But that's not all. In terms of a smaller scale, with high school and middle school, you've also got Wellington School, St. Charles Preparatory Academy, and Columbus Academy as well, to make sure that our children are taken care of from day one. And I think the beautiful thing here is all of this is playing a massive part together. If we see economic growth, which happens because our children are getting top-notch education here, of the fact that they get job opportunities here as well, meaning that the home prices are going to stay steady because people are able to afford those home prices, and other tech companies are seeing this and creating more growth opportunities of the centralized location, that's a beautiful circle. And I think that's what creates that ability for families like us to, number one, find some place that we can call home. The fifth thing that I want to talk about in terms of why I love Ohio and why I think Columbus is a fantastic place to live is this. Before I get to it though, I want to tell you just this one quick thing. We help hundreds of buyers and sellers purchase and sell homes every single year, to the point that we've actually created an A to Z strategy guide that's going to help you, well, think about buying a house to getting to that closing table, and we want to give it away completely for free. If that sounds interesting to you, just comment the word guide below and I'll get that sent over in a jiffy, I promise. But let me talk about the final thing that I love about Ohio, and it's the green. Not the money green and the economic green. Come on. Talking about the greenery and what makes the outdoors and recreational opportunities so beautiful. There's such a vast array of opportunities in terms of cultural scenes and in terms of greenery in Columbus, to the point where there's more than 350 parks covering over 13,000 acres. That's a lot of parks. In fact, you know what? Let's show some of the B-rolls of the most beautiful parks in 3, 2, 1, shoot it. While Columbus may not have the vast cultural expeditions that other massive cities have, which well, I'll get to in a second, it makes up for it with outdoor recreations on opportunities to enjoy places. In fact, we have Cedar Point here, which if you want me to go and show, please put in the comments below. I'd love to go do that. More specifically than that, we have over 370 city parks and 29 community centers offering residents plenty of options for staying active and enjoying nature. And I think that's really important, especially in today's day and age. So many people are so covered by their phones. So getting the ability to, number one, go outside, enjoy nature, and be a part of that is really important, and a sentiment that I think a lot of parents can understand. And as more and more people realize how awesome Columbus is, and more people make that move here, there's gonna be a ton of opportunities for cultural attraction. More specifically, I'm an immigrant. I came here from Nepal in 2008. And a lot of the Nepalese community lives in Pataskala, in Reynoldsburg, in New Albany, that specific location. And I think as more and more people realize what makes Ohio so fantastically awesome, the cultural aspirations are definitely gonna grow because, well, there's gonna be a lot more individuals here because their families are coming with them. Again, with that being said, thank you so much for watching the entire video. I really appreciate your time. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.